started at the end of 2013, so we've really been doing it 2014, 2015. Part of our assisted living has got a dedicated memory care unit, and every year we were doing some type of an education related to aging and the dementia, the memory loss sections always were really well attended. We realized that in the past we've kind of focused on care partners and those living with dementia, direct care support, community members, but we really haven't targeted businesses. We realize that we really do need to start looking at the community and the community support rather than just healthcare facilities or just community members. We have to get together as a community. My first approach with them is when I'm going in to talk to somebody is I will ask them very early on, do you know anybody with dementia? And I'll ask that question and the body language changes and the eyes change and they're going, it is really important. And then I look at how would being dementia-friendly benefit their business. So I talk to them about when you are perceived as understanding some of the special concerns, people are going to come to your business and they're going to use your business.
Our president, Jerry Adams, saw in the State Journal a story about Jan Zimmerman up at Heritage Homes starting this initiation to get Watertown to be dementia-friendly. And he said, we need to be a part of this. It's affected him personally. And when we had Jan at our staff training session where she shared with us what it means to be dementia-friendly, she asked the question, how many of you have been directly affected by dementia or know someone who has been? And every hand in the room went up, and I think at about that time there were 20 of us. So 20 out of 20 is a pretty powerful number. So we had her here on a staff training day. She gave us about an hour-long presentation, gave us really kind of a 10,000-foot level of dementia, what that means for an individual, how to treat an individual with dementia, by seeing them as a person and realizing that they still want to live an independent, thriving life as much as possible. And then we all signed a pledge saying, I was here, I want to be dementia-friendly, and then we received our Purple Angel window decal to show the public that we are dementia-friendly. My biggest takeaway was that you don't have to be elderly to have dementia. Someone even my age could have dementia, and I need to watch for those red flags. You look at the things that people do every day. They go to the post office, they go to a supermarket, they come to the bank. And at a community bank especially, you really get to know your customers, which is great. But it's not so great when all of a sudden the pattern of activity is interrupted. I have a lot of customers that as soon as they walk in, I know what they want, how they want their bills. All of a sudden you might have someone overdrawing their account, taking out large sums of money and not really sure where it's going, maybe wanting to open an account for a business that they don't even own. So those are all examples of red flags.
Jan Zimmerman of the Heritage Homes approached us, and as they would like to be able to introduce to more businesses the opportunity to be sensitive to those who are that suffer from dementia and also those who care for them. We just saw that as reasonable and good and merciful to do such a thing, and we would like to be that kind of business that is patient and does what it needs to do to benefit those who in our city are suffering from this affliction. And how it is when it comes to ordering and giving change and doing business with someone, the patience, you sort of have to enter into a rhythm and rhyme. It's slowed down, their sense of what they used to be and where they are right now, their fears, their frustrations. They don't feel like they have the capacity. Those who suffer from dementia don't have the capacity that they used to have, so they're very frustrated. So you just explain things very, very slowly, very carefully, and also try to give some dignity and eye contact to them, but realize also that there's the caregiver who's also part of this and keeps things going and sees to its success.
There's a need. There's so much happening with our guests and their families as far as dementia is concerned, as well as our associates. So when we started this, it was really to help support our associates and provide an experience for families and the comfort to travel here that they might not have had somewhere else. Families are just that, they're families. So sometimes it's parents, sometimes it's grandparents. And some of what we're discovering with dementia and some people who are affected by it is it's all different ages, really. The first big step was taking a tour of our facility with different eyes. So we all see it every day, and we know what it looks like, and we make sure it's maintained properly. But do we look at it through our guests' eyes or some of our associates' eyes, for that matter? So we took a tour and analyzed everything from just the entrances to the departments, the carpet to tile thresholds, the carpet themselves and what the pattern is, how the furniture is set up, how the signage reads. Is it easy to read? Is it confusing? How are the directions? My first thought was really emotional, actually, how frightening it must be to all of a sudden find yourself somewhere you don't recognize, and what that must feel like. And at the same time, not wanting anyone to know that there is an issue. You want to feel like you're in control. So those were some of my first thoughts on, wow, that's got to be a really scary moment, and I want to make sure that it's not scary and they feel as safe as they can. It's good for business and it's good for recruiting, because people want to be a part of something that's bigger and making an impact on the world. They don't just want a job. And that's part of what we do here is, we want to make sure we're making a difference in the world.
I don't know that we've gotten more customers because of it, but we're doing the right thing. And that's the most important part. There's benefits you can see on a piece of paper, that we have to balance every day. And then there's benefits just knowing that we're doing the right thing.
Anytime you get to pass on understanding and compassion, that's always a good thing.
I am able to go out and give people knowledge that they're looking for. It just touches your heart when you know you can make a difference in somebody's life.